For the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh. Only when it gets exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only when it gets exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah, didn't I hit that?
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
They get another shot.
That's a flag on the play.
First,
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through station. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through station. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael V in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through station. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Let's get it, fellas. Fred Warner was hurt. He was hurt and badly.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it.
Open man is born. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up third
An
down.
early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it through Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good for a Lion.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is. It's a defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Fred Warner in on
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers 41-yard line.
From the 41, Stafford. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Dancing to his left. As he throws there, incomplete.
Stafford on the keeper.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over.
29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
He's got the first down move inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 45-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Open man is lost, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10. At the Niners' 20.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
We're scoreless after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got the connection here at home. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Got a man off on its loss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Stafford looks to throw again. Incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing again at Stafford. That's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Lions 3, 49ers nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Okay, that's a lot of offense to run there and only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Pass complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw complete. But he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who kept him upright to throw the ball. Receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who call a lot of passing plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford finding Bourne here over the middle. Calling a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
From the gun, Stafford. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 8 yards out, and the Lions add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you want the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this throw caught left side. All the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit Bader. Throw taken in by Samuel. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming the first second, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. Able to get this out to the 25. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you really done some damage in an NFL game.
He's looking just to add to his totals. Just shy of the 40. As they use the first of their timeouts, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford gets it quickly to Gallagher. And down to the 20 will go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
There's a nice throw there, partner, to start this second half. We knew they'd have to come out and play a little bit of urgency and aggression here in the third quarter, and it paid off on that throw right there.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. But now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brought out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score a garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays. And I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
Just going to say probably going to go back to him. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stanford. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down now, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. It's Ross, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Edelman open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, it's like a short.
Down he goes. Jordan Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Ross on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll start things on first down with both scoring. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back now at Ford Field.
49ers.
It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Swift, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's good.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He's brought down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Brought down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. Take the hit. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Justin Coleman. And a return across midfield and a 46-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit and to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it. There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, and to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his man. It's Kendall Hall. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. He's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd medium winds up being a good one.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking for Ayuk, he's got it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
You know, football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
He was not out of bounds.
A little too much extracurricular there.
In a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Dante Pettis, 41 yards.
I think it was 2.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They'll try to run it in the corner. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for two is denied. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense that has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
Stafford on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Lions, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. There's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. There's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass. Come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole. Then I'm running. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the
the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game. Tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They'll get him down the line before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Coleman. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Stafford. Got a man open, it's Ross. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on the heels a little bit. Now go down for the...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Now this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
You dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return.
At their own 36-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Going on first down, but this
this one winds up to be incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay. And now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Running is Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
At the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 30-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Swift. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. Now it's Swift. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
It appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. second to third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
And you take a look at this draft class from the season ago. Really great jobs playing for good players.
They have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Going deep for Hopkins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
This is unbelievable.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Goff now to throw. Quick pass to Cup. He's able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Back to Cup. 41 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Good defense.
Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now he'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throw in the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Kendrick Warren. That's a gain of 8. makes it
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman will have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Stafford on first down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. First and 10, Stafford. Going right back to the goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Open man is Ross, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down. Stafford is going to have the hook up to Ross. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first down. Stafford. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And just a yard to go here on second down. They'll run with Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A shotgun snap for goal. It's an off to Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first and 10, gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Goff. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. The sack by Charles Suggs.
Almost a 14 on the play. And it's third down.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Goff. Going deep for Hopkins. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a tick due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford catches made by Hopkinson, the tight end. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden with the pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar them. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Gets it quickly to Gallagher. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Got a man open, it's Ross. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. 8 yards to go on second down.
It's second and 8.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On third down, Stafford. Another throw for Galloway. This one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 16. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Buying time to his left. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked by Darren Waller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Quick slam as the throw is complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, here's Gordon. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's
Second down at 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. And he caught by Cup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. There's a throw in the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to win off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. There's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. And you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Mason.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving...
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galloway. And look at this. Big gain by Fulton. And now the Lions have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Can I challenge that? What a challenge that?
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game.
On first down, Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one right up the gut.
Saw through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
The 17-yard line.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now a first down throw, Stafford. That's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Will Scarborough, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're able to score what they're in.
Someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drill downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and
It's incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a wall sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find out.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and
It's a scoop down the lines. And into the end zone. A scoop and scoop from the return for the Detroit touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score.
It's overtime. But look at what happened, though. We'll do it again.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The drive starts with a completion inside. Past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. 2-yard line. On 1st down, gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Goes through here, finds Woods. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Goff on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. Interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And coach came up a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On first down, it's gone. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Out of the gun. Gone. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And it's going to be another first down as they give him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed.
We got
I
Joe
don't
Burrow.
do it for fame, it's
got
the
Joe
love
Burrow
of the
this
game. I go in like I'm
Joe
trained,
Burrow.
prepare for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Hey, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
We got the money, I don't see why not.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. My stomach keep up talk, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race, no, don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a shit, but it's split, we on shot for the win.
And we got Seattle. Matter of fact, let me check who we play first before I end this. I want to see who else we got. Bengals, Steelers, Seahawks, Vikings, Packers, Cardinals, Giants, Browns, Bears. We finished at Soldier Field, boy. Oh, that's Thanksgiving game. That's Thanksgiving game right there.
Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them sucking that back from rhyming. Man, what the deal is, really I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord, I'm getting overflowing with the sauce. I'm never holding back, I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy, the tragedy for you knew what happened. Ain't no explanation, this is second nature. All is automatic.
Still burrowing on back.